Hey guys, Britto here. Welcome back to Out of Ore. Here we are for episode number 2. We're just continuing on from where we left off the first look video. So I'm just going to keep digging down through here and see see how much is actually down in here. It's quite a bit. I think might need to get a dozer eventually and try and push down some dirt. Push a ramp down to it, so I don't know how far down this excavator is going to be able to dig. Will it get to the bottom of the vein? That's the question. Vein seems pretty deep, so not 100% sure whether it's going to make it all the way to the bottom or not. Yeah, it's still going to the right there. I mean, we don't have to get all of this vein, but you know, we want to try and get as much as we can. Don't want to leave anything behind. Oh, let's see if we can get some more further over here. Doesn't like digging through that too much. Not sure how much of this vein's left to go towards the right there. Still seems to be quite deep, but once we get through this we can look at moving over towards that coal vein that I know is over that other side there. It's quite deep still. Is that at the bottom? Yeah, that's pretty much full stick down, as far down as we can go, so I'm not 100% sure whether we will make that or not. I think one more bucket in that truck and that should be pretty much it. Doesn't always dig straight away with its heat, doesn't always grab a hold of the dirt and dig straight away, but still no update from the last episode. So we're still playing yeah, the same update, nothing new. I need to go down and grab a little bit more of this dirt. More or below that. I think, pardon me, I think that's pretty much it. Hopefully there's a little bit of ore in this, not just all pure dirt. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if it will still run this direction or not. It's going to go back that way, so we really need to clear that top bench as well. Get this dug out and see if there's any more. Like clear this bench, which would be good to get a dozer to do that. So that might be another thing we're going to buy this episode, I guess. Might buy a dozer and see how that goes. And we've got lag like crazy again with these rocks. Definitely having so many rocks in the back of the truck is making it quite laggy. Seems to be okay now to an extent. Back right up and park brake it that way. Hopefully we don't get pushed forward. I'll give it a full tip, and then we might need to give it a bit of a shake. Yeah, there we go, to get the last little bits off. 90,000. That was a decent earner, that one. Right, let's run in. Well, let's grab a dozer and we'll see how this guy goes, if he can push a little bit of that dirt away on the upper bench. Dozer, 633, half a mil. I'll probably go the 633 one. Not too much difference in price. Hopefully it's a little bit bigger. Yeah, this thing looks pretty beefy. Right, so in this thing we've got what do we got? YHGJ, the microcontrollers for the Ripper. Then we've got blade up and down. There is an in and out, but I can't seem to get that to work. So we've got carry mode and cut mode. So we're in carry mode at the moment, which means it won't cut any dirt. It'll just carry the dirt you've already cut. And then we've got cut mode, which will cut and push dirt out of the way. So I'm going to come over and just attack this point here. Let's the blade down to the right height. It's going to take a fair few pushes, obviously, to get us through, but attack this point and just see if there's any more of a vein underneath there, which I don't think there really is. It certainly seems to push through well. Like there's some big bloody rocks there that we're pushing along. Right, let's push over this way a little bit. So if we go cut mode, then we can change it to carry. It'll just carry those rocks and it won't cut. We've got to go reasonably slow though if you want to build a road, because if you push too much, you see the rocks aren't filling the holes that you're leaving behind. But this is just going to give us a bit of extra room to be able to maneuver the excavator around and that sort of stuff. So definitely making some room, but eventually build a road off this. Like it's pretty good, nice and smooth, not too rough. So maybe if we go a little bit slower, I don't think that really makes too much of a difference. Right, let's just open up a bit of room for the excavator. As I said, eventually we could try and fill this hole back in. Get this out of the way and let's try and dig a little bit more and hopefully some more ore in there that we can actually get. Let's set up the excavator first. Give us some revs. I've actually put the button in to give us some revs now. I sort of want to just come along the side here. There we go, and then just dig straight down. We've got enough room behind us for the rear end of the excavator. Right, perfect. Yeah, there's still a fair bit underneath there. Right, I'm going to get the... Watch that rock. I'm not going to get out and run underneath that rock. Get the truck back over here. It's not a very good beacon, is it? About there will do. Let's jump in our excavator. Perfect. I think we need to get the camera around the other side so we can actually see the hole. So there's a little bit more off to the right there. off to the left of the excavator now. And I'm missing all that. I don't know how much more is going to be underneath the tracks where we're sitting right now, so I'm going to try and take a little bit to the left here. There you go. Wasn't too much more there. I don't think there's much more of the vein at all down here. There's a bit more over that side, but I'm not too stressed. Like, if we leave a little bit behind, not too worried, but seems to be a little bit more there. Just undercut ourselves like crazy, so this is going to be a little bit of a concern. Let's try and let's go this way. Gonna need to get ourselves out of here before we fall down, which is starting to happen already. There we go. Saved it. I think that's pretty much going to be it for what's down in there. It's not going to be a lot else. Oh, left down in there. There's a little bit, but it's going to make it really hard to get down there. Alright, smooth this ground out a little bit. Just in front of us. There we go. Right, let's jump in our rock truck. Not too much in this load, but another load for the wash plant. Well, I guess just to get delivered. Well, it's not even really a wash plant, is it? Right, let's get all that tipped off. Still one rock in there that doesn't want to come out. Yeah, another 34k, so not bad. We need about 50k a day to earn enough money to pay our loan. Right, so as I said, over here, let's go first person. Over here we've got this little coal vein over here. The veins are, you can see how dark the ground is here. That's how you determine where the veins are. So there's one just there. We can maybe go, let's go around this side, where the digger is, and see if we can find another vein, something that we can work towards with the dozer maybe. I think that's a dark spot there, like this little tiny bit here. Seems to be a reasonably dark spot, so maybe that's something that we can aim towards, try and build a road from here towards that. Let's get this guy moved out of the way. We need to fill that hole in as well. I don't want to have massive holes everywhere, so that's something we can do with the front loader as well if we need to. Bring it over, grab some of this pay dirt off the side here and just tip it straight in the hole. Alright. Get that parked up there, that'll do. Yeah, so if we jump in our front loader, get the right view. So if we come over this way, the camera's still a little janky, but that could just be me. If we just try and dig straight into here, as much dirt as we can. We know it's just dirt, pay dirt, it's really not worth anything. Just tip it in there and that'll start to fill the hole. There we go. Obviously we could probably use a dozer to push over as well, which wouldn't hurt. Probably be a little bit quicker with the dozer. Right, let's back this guy out of the way as well. Jump out of him. It's now night time, so we can actually buy decent lights and stuff for these guys, or we can just go sleep until dawn. That did take money off us. I think that took a lot of money off us, actually. I thought we had way more money than that. Let's check the bank. Oh no, that's alright. 50,000. That's because we brought the dozer in it. Yeah, I thought we had way more money than that, but we did. It's because we brought the dozer. Deliver material. Company plant. Company plant. I don't know which mission we're doing now. This one. $7,000 reward. Really, it's not worth that much considering how much we're making off the dirt anyway, or the ores. Let's jump in this guy. Make sure we're still in cut mode. And then we can just lower the blade. And just push straight over this way. Straight in the hole. So obviously we're cutting at the moment, and then once you get through, if you want to not damage the ground anymore, you just put carry mode and just push it straight over. So we're leaving a lot behind, actually. I think there's might be a bit of a thing that you've got to travel a third of the length of the dozer first before it actually starts to cut. I think I read that somewhere for this game. Yeah, so that's that get done. Let's just focus on heading up this way now, getting that road done. I think it's out to the left there, it looks like. So we'll just keep pushing this road in. See, we're going to leave a little bit of dirt behind. Oops, so we're just touching that wall on the way back down, which is, thinks we're cutting it, but we're not. Oh yeah, there we go. Come back a bit more. There we go, starting to come up around this way. Maybe when we come back down, we just put it in carry mode. That would be the way to go, I think. Push it there, put it in carry mode. Now we can come back down and not actually cut anything. So this road's going to obviously need a lot of smoothing out once we're done. Go to cut mode. It's cutting way too much though. Need to take a decent amount of dirt with us, but we don't want to take too much either. Alright, there we go. it's going to be very, very tough to get a nice smooth road in. Oh, I think I need to bring the blade down a little bit more. Right, and there's the vane just there, so I'm going to change it back to carry mode now, and I'm going to lower the ripper. I'm going to rip the trail up to where we want to go. And for some reason, this tree doesn't want to move. We should be able to just run straight over the tree. There you go, those ones disappeared. So rip all the way up to here. Then I'll turn around and I'll rip back down again. Ripper in the ground, and then rip. It does just make it easier for the dozer to start breaking ground. As I said, it's going to be quite a rough road to start with. Right, let's bring the ripper up. Right, start back at the bottom, go back into cut mode. Let's look at the front of the blade this time, just to make sure we're just taking the top off it, just skimming it, not taking too much. It's probably the reason why I don't like the rocks, because you can see the rocks are going behind the dozer itself, just making it hard. We're just not keeping the ground smooth. I'll keep pushing this way. The vein is just here. Alright, so push that along. See, we've still got a fair few holes in the ground, but come back down and come back for another pass, and then hopefully potentially smooth out. I know it's not very wide, but we only have one truck on this road, so it doesn't need to be overly wide. And it's going to be rough, but as I said in the first episode, I work in a coal mine in the Hunter Valley, and our roads are not smooth. They're rough as guts, especially with the amount of rain we've had recently. The roads have gone to absolute shit, so truck driver driving on a rough road is not a new thing. I think we're getting through there okay though. Oh, that seems pretty good to me. Let's just let these rocks settle a little bit. There we go. Keep pushing through. Sort of need a flat pad for the excavator too, but don't know if we're going to get one of those. So there's a little bit of ore that we just pushed up. So I'm not sure what sort of ore it is, but we'll find out. See, now I can just maybe push off the side a little bit, just to give ourselves a little bit more room. Yeah, there's definitely some ores in here, which is good. Right, the digger will pretty much just sit just there. I'm going to push a little bit to the right. Try and create a flat pad. So there's some ore just behind us too, whether that's from me pushing or not, I don't know. Oh, so I want to just try and widen this out a little bit. Hopefully it's not going to ruin the other side of the road. There we go, we're definitely running into some good ore there. So not 100% sure what it is, but alright, take a quick screenshot while we're here. I think that's to the left there. It's not really ore, it's just rock. There's definitely some ore in here, so that's good. I think that'll do for the dozer work. Going to run down with the dozer, get down the way, and then smooth it out a little bit. I'm putting carry mode so we're not cutting the side of the ramp. Smooth it out a little bit, and then I might come through here with the dozer and I want to try and fill this hole in. Jump out there. So when I load it in, our machine's got thrown bloody everywhere, but right, I don't know if we're going to need to do too much of it. I'm just going to pretty much spam and run up the hill. Don't know how much it's really making a difference, to be honest. It does if you spend a little bit more time doing it, but I said I work in the mining industry. Our roads are not smooth at all, so I'm not going to stress too much about it as long as we can get the truck up and down. It's not too bad a road, I don't think. I think that looks pretty good. Let's get the excavator up there first. So the truck, I think we're going to have to might have to just reverse it up there. I've got to hold 3 buttons at once here, and I want to try and move the camera at the same time, and it's not going to work. See that hole? I mean, we could do that from here if we wanted to. We could just dig a little bit here. Bring it around, throw it in. Just wish the bucket moved a little bit quicker. It still seems way too bloody slow for me. And we're going to end up with bloody rocks all over the ground, which is going to make it harder for a truck to get up the hill. Yeah, so we can just do that. Like, we don't need to use a dozer, but let me have a look at this so we can try and get it reasonably smooth. There we go. We could do that way, but let's not worry about that. Let's just get this thing up the bloody hill. It's going to take us 10 minutes to get up there, I think. I don't know where that big rock just came from. Hopefully that'll disappear. We'll just run over it with the excavator and it should disappear. Just popped up out of nowhere. No, or not. Right, well that's going to be interesting, whether we can get rid of this thing or not. Yeah, now we can, there we go. Don't know why we couldn't just get rid of it while I run into it. Alright, so we might come up here and maybe get a little bit in the truck, but we're already past how long I wanted to record for, so these revs up. So even this first load might even just go in that hole. Because we don't really know where the ore is yet. I know there's ore here somewhere, but whereabouts, not 100% sure. Just there under the digger. So yeah, we could pretty much just... Why is the digger still sliding? This is what I mean, the game's still not 100%. It's... Yes, I'm on a hill, but my park brake is on, my tracks are not moving, the digger should not be sliding anywhere. There we go, now it's stopped. But it'll move again, guarantee it. Alright, let's just smooth this out a little bit more on the way back down. So it can't hurt to do that. Looks like there's a little bit of snow around. Let's smooth this area out because we just dug that a little bit. There's our truck, here it is. We'll grab this guy, back him up there. No, that's not what I wanted to get into. Clearly. So it'll be a little bit rough, as I said, but we can stay off the side walls. That rock's back again. There we go, now it's gone. Alright, shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's not that bad a road. Right, jump out there. Hopefully that doesn't try and roll down the bloody hill like this thing is. There's definitely some ore right at the top, so we don't want to waste this. I don't want to put this in the hole. We want to make sure this goes in, gets sold. Actually hitting the bloody back of the truck there. I don't know if we need to blast this as well to make it a bit easier to dig or not. And that could be another part of the issue. Right, get a decent sized scoop there. Well, I thought it was a decent size, but it doesn't really look like it, does it? Way more topsoil than anything else just then. So I've moved forward again, but you can see that we've slid back down again, and now we're doing an Evel Knievel thing with the excavator. Need to turn this guy around a bit. Yeah, now it's not going to stay. You can see it's already bloody sliding down the hill. And maybe we need to come through next episode and maybe blow this up. Just dig down a little bit so we can see a little bit more of the the ore itself, and then come back through and try and blast it. Come on. Oh, it's a bit frustrating. Yeah, I think definitely blasting it would help with that. The digging, the way it digs straight away. Right, one more bucket and then we'll send it down to be sold. Not sure what dynamite is going to be the best to use. So many different varieties of dynamite, so there we go. And then we'll have to move this excavator back down the hill, obviously, a little bit to avoid still bloody sliding everywhere. Not quite flat enough a pad, I don't think. Yeah, move this excavator down the hill a little bit. That way we're not going to risk damaging that while blasting the ground. This may be the only load of rock that we deliver today. Where's our look, we're nowhere near that loader, and that's still getting pushed away. So where's our task on that we were doing? Oh, never mind, just fall on the ground. That'll do. 32,000, so that's nearly paid off our loan already. Rightio guys, so we'll end the episode here. I'll get that excavator moved, and we'll grab, there it is, why is it still not there? Get the excavator moved, we'll grab some dynamite and we'll blow it up and we'll see what happens. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, as always, smash that like button. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of the game so far, if you picked it up or not. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, guys, please do so. It's been Britto, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.